Did you know that you can start a PhD program with simply a bachelor's degree? If you have a bachelor's degree and you graduated with at least a 2-1, you can be considered for a PhD program in the United Kingdom. I find that really fascinating. But of course, you need more than that. What are other things you have, like maybe professional experience and the rest? Those things would come to play. But if you do not mind a fully funded PhD scholarship in the United Kingdom, then there are scholarships for you, even if all you have is a bachelor's degree and a 2-1. If you have a master's degree, that is good. It can be considered as well. So we're going to look at some scholarships here from Swansea University and the University of Portsmouth. Now, these two universities are great universities and they rank very high in the United Kingdom and globally as well. So I'm going to show you how to apply to this scholarship, and I want you to apply as soon as possible, even though the deadline might still seem far away. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Brendo. I am a PhD student and I received two full funding for my programs. I selected the best one for myself. And that always helped me to see that you do not always have to be the best. You just have to be intentional, you have to be deliberate. And if you are, you can secure full scholarships. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to apply to these scholarships. Remember to like the video, remember to subscribe if you find it interesting. And if you've been supporting me from the very beginning, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. If you're just joining, thank you so much too for your support. Now let's dive right into the video. So here we have Swansea University Research Scholarship. It offers a number of awards for students pursuing PhD, MPhil, MRes, or Masters by Research Studies. And there are a number of scholarship, and you can look at all of them here. There are different programs. And you could just check the programs and you could see the deadline 15th of April 2026. Most of them are 11th December 2025. And I think these ones you have to begin your application as soon as possible. Please do not save for later. And I found many interesting ones, especially like sport and exercise. But let's just take a look at some of them and then we'll look up at them. Okay, so you can read up on all of this. So I've opened this one on health and well-being and data science. It's a fully funded PhD studentship. And let's look at it. So the deadline is 11 December 2025. It's open to both UK and international applicants. The project start date is 1st of October 2026. And then if you are going to get this, you need to secure a supervisor. Okay. So applicant should consider approaching a potential supervisor before submitting the application. If you do not know how to contact a supervisor, please do not send mass email. Do not send the same format to different supervisors. Please do not do that. I beg you. Here is my YouTube channel. So if you go to my webpage and then you just click on the playlist, click on scholarship document, and then you find list of videos that talks about documents. Sure, get out. So you just, for example, for scholarship documents, you see emailing potential supervisor, how to write award-winning research proposal. This is the proposal I used that got me two fully funded scholarship, PhD scholarship, and you can still use this for masters by research too. So just so you know, so please go and watch this video. But if you're still struggling and you're not sure what to do, please, I beg you, just leave a message in the comments, or you can send me an email or book a one-to-one meeting, and then let's see how we can work around with things. Okay. So you can, the representative for this particular pathway is Dr. Aaron Lassie. So you can send her a message and she might be able to advise you to do that. This is the project description. See if it matches what you have interest in. And then the eligibility. Of course, you need IELTS 6.5, but if you were taught in English in your home country, like for example, Nigerian, Ghana, and others, you can ask for waiver or you'll be exempted. Just check here, you can confirm the information. And then other requirements, you must have qualifications. Like, look at this. You must have qualification experience equals to an honors degree at a first or upper second class level. Honors degree, that's bachelor's. And it says, or a master's from a UK academic research organization. So you can see that even with just your honors degree, you can get this. But of course, you need to submit strong application. And many persons are going to be applying to this scholarship. So you need what would make your application stand out. If you want us to have a personal discussion, a tailored discussion to your own case, so that we can review your own case personally, please book a one-to-one meeting with me, and then I'll review your case and also guide you to submit strong application. Something else I think that is useful to keep in mind is 30% of the cohorts can comprise of international students. So it is available to home and international students. However, for international students, it's capped at 30%. So please apply as soon as possible so you can be considered as quickly as possible. Secure your supervisors immediately and then please go on. I think you can submit to more than one of the programs if you think there are multiple programs. For example, under health, there might be different programs under health. For example, health and well-being and data science. You could be doing something here and still be doing something on sport and exercise science. Just something to keep in mind. I think you can apply to both. I mean, there is no link here that says, or there is no information I searched. There is no info that says you cannot do that. So, if you're pressed for time, you might want to consider that. All right. And then the funding covers your full tuition fees and an annual tax-free living stipend, currently at 20 grand or almost 21 grand, and it also includes a research training support grant. So this is also cool. And for you to apply, there is an application form, and then you can read up on all of this. Please read up on this if you're applying to this. It guides you on what to do. You need your CV, your degree certificate, two academic referees, and evidence of English requirements if applicable. If you are also in the UK, resident visa, and then you need to submit equality, diversity, and inclusion form. It's compulsory. You get the form here. That's not a big issue. Let's look at another example. This one is for economics. Okay, this is for economics. And for economics, we have it here, fully funded as well, PhD scholarship. Almost similar to the first one. You start 1st of October, and this is the project lead. You can reach out to him if you have questions. Always read the project description, and part of this should be found in your introduction. Very important. The requirements is the same as the one we've looked at earlier in health and well-being and data science. For funding, is also the same thing, covers full tuition and the same living stipend. And the process, you can also read up on it here. Remember everything you need to do. Please submit strong application. Please submit strong application. Make sure your application stands out. Okay. And for English language requirement, like we said earlier, if you're from English speaking country, you do not need to bother too much. I think I've looked at that for you. But let's just look at it again. What if my qualification is outside the validity period? Mainly, this is what you need. So if you have worked in a majority English speaking country, then you do not need, just provide a CV outlining the nature of your work. But here, if you've successfully completed 1 year of study at secondary, undergraduate, or postgraduate through the medium of English within 10 years of postgraduate start date, just provide a medium of instruction letter or transcript or certificate from your school confirming that the study was taught in English, and that's fine. So in that case, you wouldn't need to bother. This is the application portal. So if you click on apply, for example, this one on this, if you click on apply, it will take you to this part. You have to do your application here. If you're an existing user, of course, you'd log in, but if you're not, you just create your form here like new user, and then the program you selected would be highlighted here. Okay, now let's talk about the other one. This is the XCDTP scholarship. Now, for the SCDTP scholarship, there's something I noticed. It offers programs in all of this. This is from the University of Portsmouth. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Portsmouth. Okay, and it offers program on business management, criminology, psychology, just those three, and you can look at the different parts. This one covers your monthly training session. It covers your full scholarship, like full scholarship, and the deadline for this one I think is January 2026. You can apply to three different type of programs. The first one is a 1 year master's plus a full PhD program or only a full PhD program. This is it. So area of business, area studies, business and management, criminology and psychology. If your field falls under one of those, you can do that. So it covers your full tuition and it also covers annual maintenance grant of 19,000. Seems Swansea offers more, but of course it doesn't have, both are good. And it says here that awards to non-UK resident are capped to a maximum of 30%. So 30% maximum for non-UK resident international students if you're going to be coming in. So please submit your application early for this one. Even though it says the deadline here, even though it says the deadline is Friday, 16 January 2026, please do not wait until 2026 to apply to this. I beg you, apply as soon as possible. In fact, immediately you see this application, this video, just begin the application and you can complete it later, but begin the application. I think it's also helpful to mention I've been searching for scholarship all the time, but one course I always find, one field I always find is criminology. Almost all the universities, all the departments, not all the department, all the universities, all organization offer scholarship on criminology, which is quite interesting. So if you're an undergrad or if you are someone looking to study masters, maybe consider something in criminology. I do not know what it involves, but just check. Just check. You have a high chance of getting scholarship. Okay. Now, the entry requirement for this again is a bachelor's degree at a first or upper second class from a UK institution or equivalent. Now, it says degree qualification gained from outside the UK or a combination or experience that is equivalent to a relevant UK degree may be accepted. But of course, you have to submit strong application. And this scholarship or studentship is open to both UK, EU, and also international students. So something to keep in mind. And I think just like Swansea, if you are taught in English language, you can apply for a waiver. Remember again, the deadline is Friday, 16 January 2026. Okay. Once again, please still remember I have video here on, please don't do this. Remember I have video here on how to email a potential supervisor and how to write an award-winning research proposal. You'll find these videos very, very helpful. So there you have it, guys. We've now discussed two university scholarships from the University of Portsmouth, and we also looked at Swansea University. So please begin your application as soon as possible. Do not save them for later. Please do not save them for later. It is a good practice. It's good practice for you to begin the application. You can complete them later. But remember to send or contact the supervisor as soon as possible. Please contact the supervisor as soon as possible. It takes a while for them to get back to you, sometime a week or sometime two, before you send the reminder. So try to contact them as soon as possible. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe, and also share. Thank you once again for all who has been supporting. I'm really, really grateful for your help. And I want to say all the best in your scholarship application. Cheerio.